I keep falling for people who can't love me back. And every time it feels like it's my fault. Like I missed a sign or asked for too much. But maybe I'm just repeating what I was taught. A story of patterns built from old wounds that still repeat. The first time it happened, I was 13. He wasn't even really mine. A boy with dimples and too many secrets. He let me carry his pain like it was a favor, and I did. I thought if I made myself useful enough, kind enough, patient enough, he'd look at me the way I looked at him. But he didn't. He looked through me, then left for someone who didn't even know his favorite song. I remember how it felt in my chest, tight, like something was folding inward. Not heartbreak exactly, more like a realization. Oh, this is how it's going to be. I didn't know I was building a pattern then. People tell you heartbreak is loud, but mine was quiet. It settled in my bones, like winter. Subtle, but relentless. I learned to love in silence, to yearn without expectation, to romanticize scraps of attention, crumbs of kindness, because deep down, I didn't think I deserved the whole meal. My therapist once asked me, what would it mean if someone actually loved you back? I blinked. No one had ever asked me that. I sat there, heart thudding like I'd been caught, like she had reached into my chest and touched something I'd buried. And I said, I don't know. Because I didn't. I knew how to pine, how to ache, how to wait. But love? Real, mutual love? That felt foreign. Dangerous, even. Because if they loved me, they'd see me. All of me. Not just the version I curated for their comfort. And what if they didn't like what they saw? There was Jamie, sweet, earnest Jamie, who told me from the beginning, I'm not ready for anything serious. But I heard, I'm not ready yet. Maybe I will be, if I prove myself worthy. So I tried. I showed up, bought his favorite snacks, remembered his deadlines, sent good morning texts. And when he didn't reply, I made excuses for him. He was tired, busy, overwhelmed, not uninterested, not incapable. Until one night, over takeout, he said, you deserve someone who can love you back, and that's not me. He didn't mean to hurt me, and maybe that made it worse. Because it wasn't rejection out of cruelty, it was honesty. And it wrecked me. I started to wonder if maybe I was the problem. Not in a self-loathing way, but in a pattern recognition kind of way. Maybe I was choosing people who couldn't love me, because that felt familiar. Safe, even. If they couldn't love me, I wouldn't have to face what real intimacy looked like. Wouldn't have to risk being seen and possibly abandoned. The pain was predictable, contained. I knew how to survive it. But joy? Wholeness? A love that held instead of haunted? That was terrifying. I grew up with a parent who only loved me when I was useful. If I was quiet, if I didn't cry too much, if I excelled. Love came in spurts, conditional, measured, like water rationed in a drought. So I learned, Be good, be small, be easy to love. Don't need too much, don't ask for more. And that blueprint, it bled into everything. But I'm learning, slowly, painfully, honestly. I'm learning that I don't have to keep proving I'm lovable, that I don't have to earn someone's affection like a paycheck, that real love, safe love, doesn't need to be begged for. I'm learning to recognize the difference between longing and love, between chemistry and compatibility, between being chosen and being convenient. Last fall, I met someone new. They were kind, not flashy or intense, just steady. They asked questions. They listened. They remembered things I forgot I'd said. They didn't make my heart race in panic. They didn't leave me guessing. And for the first time, I noticed something strange. I wanted to run. Because it was too good, too calm, too unfamiliar. But I didn't run. Instead, I told them the truth. I'm afraid. Not of you, just of what this might mean, of what it might ask of me. They nodded, didn't flinch, just reached for my hand and said, "Then let's go slow." No pressure, no confusion, just presence. And I realized maybe I was never actually unlovable. Maybe I just didn't believe love could feel like this.